Hello to you. Here is Sol or Solange Carneiro from Land of Reiki Aroma, and today we start our first series with Dr. Camila from Brazil. She's a vet, and she will be with us during a few weeks until October when she will release her course about animals and flower essence. So I would like to welcome Dra. Camila and let's have this chat with her. Any question pop up and will be very, very welcome. And I hope that you enjoy our conversation. She's apologized that she can't speak English fluent, but she's will be doing her best. So let's welcome her.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. Wonderful to have
Um,
you around here. So
yes,
it's a pleasure.
yes. I feel happy to be here. I am Brazilian. I speak so English. Solange is helping me, but is very happy moment in my life. Talk about animals is very important. Humans and animals is the relation, tá certo, so?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Relation is very connect, love, internal love is very important. Talk about the connect woman and animals is the fluffy friends project is about this. Thank you, Solange.
So you are very welcome, and I'm delighted to have you. So let's start to talk about a little bit about yourself. So, who is Camila, and
Mhm.
how you end up in here, and how is your background, and for the audience to know a little bit about you.
Yes, I am Camila. I live in Brazil. I vet and therapy, woman therapy. I study a lot the energy, integrative techniques, Reiki, therapy flower, apometry, and other therapies. I my life is dedicated to study about the animals and humans and the world in general. I start my passion animals, não sei se está certo.
The passion of animals.
Passion of animals in my children, in my infância só,
In my childhood.
in my childhood, is like animals, like butterfly, like birds, like cats, like dogs. In my profession, I study vet and before study mental women. The in my opinion, the contact to animals is very important to tornar-se,
To become.
to become best women.
Very good, very interesting, very interesting,
Yes.
wonderful. And how the flower essence came to your life?
Hmm. In university,
Yeah.
I one teacher is work to flower essence, Saint Germain flower essence. I watch the class. I my heart is very happy. After depois, né? Olha eu
Yeah,
falando.
yeah.
Sorry. Okay. After I start the study the flower essence, study practitioner and teach to flower essence. E study a lot. No, no stop study. Study is very important to life. The flowers is one opportunity to health women and animals. Is
Ah,
very, very
wonderful.
good in my opinion.
Mhm. So you work basically with Saint Germain or Florais de Saint Germain flower essence, basically.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
I
And when you mentioned that you in the university you study with this teacher that used to use flower essence with animals, and did you participate in any studies or research about the use of the because in our days it's very important to have a scientific background when
yes,
you are using natural products, like a
yes.
flower essence.
Yes, in my graduate, I studied the distemper canine. Em português, e sinomose, one viral disease, very important in Brazil. Is important to talk about the eutanásia. Eutanásia é eutanásia em inglês mesmo.
Euthanasia is when you sacrifice the animal in the end.
Yes, it's very, very, very uh, very, very difficult the treatment to about the disease. In the first paper, study 12 cases about distemper canine. Is in the search is very, very important the connect allopathic techniques to corticoids and antibiotics to therapy flower. In the disease, the animals is sintomas mesmo, né?
Symptoms, yeah.
Symptoms is gastroenteric and respiratory and neurologic symptoms. Is the hard cases, several neurologic symptoms. Is recommended to
Sacrifice.
sacrifice to animals. In the study, 12 dogs use the allopathic therapy and the flower therapy. Use one composite flowers, em português seria buquê,
A
e
composition or a combination of flower essence.
yes, então combinate flowers and emergency formula is very, very good. In 10 cases is very, very resolve and stop the evolution symptoms. Is very, very good. Is very, very important to start new studies about the therapy flower. In my life, I continues the study in my mestrado, master,
Post degree or master degree.
isso, master degree, study the Arnica silvestre and Arnica montana e comparate homeopathic and the therapy flower in birds. Is very, very good the results to about the decrease, que é diminuir, né, só.
Decrease, yes, decrease.
Decrease the stress in birds. They use the therapy flower in the study. I use Arnica silvestre. One essence to Saint Germain therapy flower is very good. E
Uh,
continuei.
it, Yes, this is very important because normally the people think that this flower essence is placebo, né? And in birds and animals, how you can say now you are going to, I will give to you something, and they will be, oh, okay, that's fine. And they have like, they feel good just because you are giving to them something, and so they believe in that kind of stuff. And with animals, this it doesn't really happen because the animal they have their own way to experience the world, and you can see how the flower essence can help them in that way, right? This is a very interesting about the bird. I didn't know. I Here in UK, I received one day a order there because I am an ambassador of Florais de Saint Germain in UK, and I received this order of someone in the United States asking for a Florais de Saint Germain. And when I realized that the people was looking for this composition that you mentioned about the canini, and I didn't know really, and I get in touch with the people in Brazil, and I found out that was a combination that need to be prepared. So in that way, I contact the people in United States, and I follow the recipe that is present in the study that you are there, participate with your teacher, and then they start to use, they I think that is six animals, six dogs using this, but I didn't know about the birds. It's very interesting this.
I prepare the article to invite the paper or magazine. I prepare the article. It's very, very good. The is interesting talk about the use the flower essence to other animals. No, always dog, cats, okay, but it's important talk about the use to birds, to fishes, to rats, to rabbits. Is important to talk about this because it is important other therapy associated to allopathic therapy. No, no pause the allopathic therapy. No, integrate. É integrate mesmo, né? Só. Integrate.
Integrate the whole spectrum of the therapies to help
Yeah,
the animal. It's not just that, no, I'm going just to use one thing. No, let's have a look in everything to, in the end, what we would like that the no the animals and people feel good. So why not to integrate all the practice? That's very nice,
yeah,
very good
yeah.
indeed.
Yes, it's important to study a lot because eh, no em Brasil no is estimulado, stimulate só, stimulate the study to eh, integrative therapies. Now is change, change moment, but no, eh, no is eu não sei como que eu falaria, espera aí. No is, estimulado, stimulate the work. In my opinion, it's very, very important the talk about this because it start other people's other veterinary vets to start new works to integral or integrative therapies is important because the healthy animals and the human is connected, in my opinion. Eh, the contact to animals is very important because it start the love, calm, peace, peace, paz, né? Calma, então calm Tá certo, né?
So yes, yeah, they feel calm and in peace. Né? They don't feel agitated, nothing. And also, I think it's a way to express our care to the animals. To we are not just with them to play and to no, I have a dog, no, I have a bird, only to show off that you have an animal as but is today the animals start to be part or is a member of the family, not just in old days that, for example, you have a dog just to bark outside your house if it's someone want to go in or jump in under the fence or something. And today dog is indoors, né? It's not just outside the house in the garden, but also indoors, né? And live with you, participate of your life. They watch what you are doing. So in that way, is like you said, is very important to look after them very well. Um, be aware how they are feeling, and many times, as you we had a shot before, many times they are a kind of a therapy, the therapist. They do a work on us, relaxing, or like cats. And I can see here my husband has two cats, and I can see his relationship with the cat and how this relationship bring to him calm and companion, and how is healthy this interaction between the the cats and my husband. So there is loads of people like that. It's always so uh, one other thing that you are talking about was the birds, but one another, I saw a picture of you treating lizards too.
If possible, the threat other animals, lizards, birds, cats, and the in my work, try try to não sei falar em inglês, barata de Madagascar. Yes, is invertebrates is possible. In Brazil, women like to care escargot, escargot, and the other animals is possible because the therapy flower about the energy to flower. No, no, in your composite, no is. eh, Como que eu poderia falar? Deixa eu pensar. No is remedies. No is allopathic. Is the treatment is dedicate to balance energy to animals, to humans in the composite, in the como que falaria só no seu floral, no seu manipulado, seria aqui no Brasil, né?
Mhm. And you're not treating just the animal, but the humans too.
Uhum. Yes,
So the
yes.
composition you needed to, when you, this is a good question. When you prepare a flower essence for a animal, anyone, yeah, how is the procedure? For example, you needed to, first of all, what you do, you need to listen the owner of the animal, you need to observe the animal, you need to observe the human. What is how is this, how you select the flower essence, for example, for a dog with for example stress, for just for a simple example.
In my study, listen to tutor. Tutor is term em Brasil, tutor. Em English seria tutor também, né? Só tutor. The listen to tutor. Write the life, the routine, the animal, e the house in general. I observe to relation in woman, first woman or animal, tutor favorito, so tutor, favorite tutor, talvez?
The favorite, uh,
Favorite tutor.
or you can use the favorite person in the house because the animal normally choose the favorite. Né?
Yes, favorite person in the house, connect to animal, cat or dog, write the symptoms, write the routine, is recommend one flower to animal and to person. In my opinion, the contact is very, very, very important to health. Animals start one desbalanço, desequilíbrio, so
Imbalance.
imbalance in the house, in the family. Is very, very important the therapy flower to woman or person or house in general and the animals. In Brazil, in my studies in the clinic, is very, very common your dog is similar to tutor. A personality, the routine, the sympathetic or no, extroverted and introverted, tá certo?
Introverted and extrovert.
Introvert. Is very, very, very similar the woman or person to tutor. Is very, very important the prescribe to floral to person and the animal is possible the threat the ambient to house in general.
In the like in the house too. How is the
Yeah,
environment in the house? Okay.
yes, yes, yes. In my study, clinic study is uh, is normal the start disease to animal and the other times the person similar disease. Pay attention. The animals is one in Portuguese seria esponja só.
They it's like a sponge. They absorb the
Absorve.
what is happening with the favorite person and the tutor of the in the house.
Yes, yes. Energetic study in general talk about the origin the disease in disbalance mental, emotional, spiritual. Is, in my opinion, is really is good study because the animals is sponge to house
And they absorb. You can use it.
absorb.
It's like a sponge. They are like a sponge, and they absorb what's going on in the house. Né?
Yes, yes, because it's very, very important to talk about this to protect animals and humans and the house. In my opinion, the lives and the videos is very, very important because it start to think about this, about my energy, about my life, about my emotions. The animals, the contact, direct contact in the sleep, for example, in the in the internal house, I is very, very important. Look to symptoms to animals. Look to house in general, the family. Now, the term family includes the animals. Animals is one important member, verdadeiro member, love member is in family. So tá desligado.
The animals is a true member now. Is a
Yes,
part of the family. Ah,
yes.
very interesting indeed. Uh, uh, I don't know if there is someone that would you like to make questions or send us a question. Feel free. Or if you are watching our video and would you like to ask questions, not a problem. You pop up in the comments, and will be happy to answer. Okay. So I would like to talk a little bit about this project with Camila that I invite her. So we are going to be live once per month, in the few will be pop up our schedule in terms when will be our next live, and Camila, I invite her for teach us how to select flower essence for animals. Okay, and she have been teaching flower essence in Brazil a long time, and she is specialized in the animals. That is quite interesting in that point of view. Uh, what let me I have some questions in here, so if nobody has, I have some. So let me get my book in here. um yeah, it's here. Would you like to that you if you can share with us a little bit how the animals or the proper person that was the tutor or the owner of uh, the person that is responsible for the animal at home, how they react uh, uh, with the use of the flower essence, because they what they report to you, in a sense like they report quickly the effects or not, or depend. Can you give me a little bit? I think that you understand how the people react. For example, you prescribe, you select some flower essence, the people start to use, the animal start to use, and how they report, how is the feedback that they give to you after using the flower essence. And this is the first question. And if you need to adjust the flower essence as soon the symptoms or the is change, what you do, things like that.
In Brazil, I prepare one work based to integrative person and animals, no try to separate, to you integrate the family in the trait to animals. It's very, very important to listen the woman, listen family, listen person to responsible to animal in treatment. Listen right talk about the origin, origin, tá certo? Orange to disease. In my study, talk about the orange the disease is very, very important to accept the treatment animal and person. Talk about the emotions, talk about the mental, talk about spirituality, talk about this, and the person ask questions, to use it, to time, use time, quanto tempo, né? Use time.
For how long you are
For
using
how
the flower
Yeah,
essence? Yes.
yes. In general, my treatment is 1 month. 1 month, return uh, other month. Is important talk to WhatsApp, acompanhar so, o animal.
You following up what the treatment. So you use WhatsApp to if you suggest a combination of flower essence, and when they start to use, you suggest them to contact you
Yes,
via WhatsApp if they have some doubts or if needed to, or
yes,
questions about what oh, my dog now is feeling
yes,
that, and
yes,
then
yes,
now he start to do this, and I
yes.
start to feel strange too.
Yes, yes. In general, 1 week return to talk in the WhatsApp. Is
Okay.
normal for me. Return in new evaluate
I
one
know.
month.
Evaluation. Okay.
Evaluation 1 month, return in my opinion is very important. Observe the animal, observe the person, observe the family. Is normal in my clinic. Change the composite
Okay.
in other month, for example. No use the 3 month,
The same thing.
repeat the
The
composition.
same.
No.
The same thing. Just
Yeah.
you do adjustments.
Yes, yes. Important because the animals is result is fast result. Person no so depend to conscience to about the problem, about the symptom, about the life in general.
Mm.
Animals and children is very fast. The the time, the therapy, flower therapy.
So they react very quickly
Yes,
when you. Okay, when they start to take the flower essence, they react quite quickly.
yes,
Okay. And the adult, I think that we are buried with the loads of preconceptions of things, and the children and animals, they are quite pure, so they are more open to change things in life. That when you become more like rigid in your thoughts, né? So
yes. In my opinion, negative things is very normal because the origin to disease, mental disease, emotion disease in Brazil is really increase cases to depression, increase cases to dead, increase cases to anxiety, né?
and now is anxiety,
Anxiety.
the pressure
Yes,
is around. I think that is the whole globe, né? The whole human uh, community is experience basic the same thing.
yes,
Anxiety, depression is all you are thinking the future, or you are thinking the past, and you are not living the present moment, basically. No?
yes. The animals is internal house, is direct contact to depression person, for example. The animals is therapeutic to person, to tutor. It's very important to they care the health in flower therapy, reiki, sei lá, travel, the contact to nature, drink water, sun is very important to balance health in general. The animal is very present in the bad situation to women, to person. Não sei se deu para entender, só que eles estão presentes naquela
It's very
pessoa.
important. I think that what you would like to say that is very important to look after the health of the animals because because they are in contact, direct contact with the whole problems, emotion problems in the house. So anything that happen in the house, good and bad, the animal is interact with that environment, and they can react in good way or in bad way, as they you say that sometimes they are like a therapist, they are like a they in the end listen. Many times the owners say, I'm not, all crying in front of them and they don't know what to do and all this type of stuff, that sometimes the people live alone, and his friend, the fluffy friend, is the only one that really interact with them, is the one uh, that is there for them for any situation. In my practicing here, I had one time opportunity to do raking in a little dog. He was with cancer. I think he was in the lungs, so it was very complicated to him to, and he didn't move it to another stage of life until he feel that the owner was okay. So she used to bring him to have a rake session every week, and she decided to let him die when he is ready. But in the end, when she was ready to leave him, you know. So it's very interesting to know about this and how the animal in the end is very supportive to the human in many cases. Huh?
It's very important to talk about this because the health in general depends to emotion, mental, spiritual, and the animals is contact very direct to person. It's important talk about the therapy flower to integrative technique is very good animals, very good persons, very good house in general, very good for words. Talk about the flowers is my love. Talk about this. Yes, love. But sorry, my Portuguese English, but
It's your passion, and so you can see your passion.
yeah.
We have, I have here a comment from Talita. Dr. Camila treat my cat who had a very serious kidney problem, and this problem was a reflection of what I was experiencing in my life, with a background of fear. So she used acupuncture, flower essence, and Reiki, and I'm eternal grateful. So it's very nice. Thank you, Talita, for your comment. It's very important for us in here.
Thank you. Talita is very friendly, is very on her to work this. Eu não sei se deu para entender em English, but the cat is very contact direct, direct contact to Talita. And the track Talita and the cat is very good. The tratamento in general. The integral.
The results was very good.
Yes. Because the track to the family in general is very positive results. Is very fast results to track family uh, in general.
Treating the family and not just the animal, but the whole family. Very good, wonderful. Well, any another comment? Would you like to say something else to in this our first? Because we needed to let know all the people that is our first live together in here in YouTube, and sometimes is for everybody that start a project to share what we are thinking, what we have been talking about. In January is not the first time. It's not easy for nobody. No? So we are very grateful for you that is watching us in here, and probably next time we are going to show more information and more interesting thing, and we will be delighted to have your participation with questions, because we can give some tips, or Camila can suggest some flower essence for your animal, and that will be our main target in this live uh, here in the land of Reiki Aroma, and with Dr. Camila, or Dr. Camila from Brazil. We,
Thank you very much. I first live in English. I nervous, but it's very very good experience. I open the social medias, talk about this, as questions my objetivo. So, me
my
ajuda aí.
target, my target.
My target is help the animals, world in general. It's very, very important. They educate, they open the mind to new treatments, new therapies. Is very, very important. Integrate the allopathic therapy and the integrative therapy is therapy flower is very, very good for animals
For
and the
humans.
humans. Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you so.
Thank you. I think that we're done for today, né? And I hope that you enjoy. You are watching, and see you next time. Okay. See you. Bye bye. Bye.